Hello everyone, my name is Taylor with GOM Designs. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install the KE1 or KE2 bezel cover onto a Surefire M300 using a KE1 light head, although the installation process is the same across the board for all of our bezel covers. Just for the sake of the video, I went ahead and uninstalled the R socket extender mount off my rifle, but the next cut you'll see will be it installed on the rifle, and then we'll go ahead and show you the cable tie installation method, and then after we'll show you the GOM primary retention system installation method as well. Okay everyone, now that we have the Surefire weapon light installed on the gun, I'm going to show you how to install the bezel cover on there using the cable tie method. So what you're going to want to do is when you put it on the light, you want to ensure, since I'm a left-handed shooter, it's on the left side of the weapon, you want to ensure that the emitter is pointed upwards, orientated upwards, so that you can actually see it when it activates. So what you do is, typically I like going around the back, feed it back through the shock cord hole there, pull it tight, and what you want to do here is you want to make sure that you have the proper tension set on this light cap so that you can actually get it installed. So right there, might want it a little bit tighter, so I'll go ahead and pull that through. And that's pretty good for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch it here so that I don't lose where my cordage was at. I'm going to bring it down so I get that tension off of it. Then I'm going to tie a simple overhand knot that I can then lock the bezel cover into. So I'll get that tied, and I'll make sure I get that knot down to where it's touching the bezel cover, and then I'll pull tight. And then just to confirm, I'll put it back over. I like that a lot right there. So then I'll go ahead, I'll take my cable tie, wrap it around, and really you can put this anywhere on the light body, but I like going through the mount there. I just believe that it's probably one of the better spots you can put it. So you get it on, get it tight, right? Take some flush cut, little cutters here, and then cut that zip tie off. So once that bezel cover is installed with the cable tie on there, you're going to take it off and let it sit loose. You're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to cut the running end off of that shock cord. Now you'll take a piece of the mil-spec heat shrink. You can do this with either a heat gun, or most likely everyone's going to have a lighter laying around, just a Bic lighter. Put it on there. And you want that heat shrink, obviously not to catch fire, but you want it to suck down on that that knot at the end, that overhand knot you tied pretty tightly. So there it is right there. And that's how it's installed with the cable tie method. Now we did include an extra piece of heat shrink just in case you do what I almost did there and burn the shit out of it. And we also included an extra cable tie that you can put in your kit, or if you have a longer light body like the M600 light body, you can use 2 cable ties, so it adds an extra retention method so that, if one of them were to break, you still have another one on there. Or like I said, put it in the kit and you have an extra. Okay everyone, for this next portion, I'm going to show you how to install the GOM primary retention system onto this M300. So we removed the cable tie, and just for the sake of the video, we went ahead and put the female side of the retention system between the 2 mounting brackets on the Surefire M300 light. The bit required is going to be a Torx 10 head, and it comes with the 2 screws here. So for the next step, the measuring of the shock cord is essentially going to be the same as installing it with the cable ties. So what I did is I just used the same piece of shock cord and I just left it in the bezel cover from when I was installing it using the cable ties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the same spot, since it's already pre-measured, around the back there. And then the next step, you're going to take the male side of the GOM retention system. And a trick to this is you want to pinch those 2 pieces of shock cord, and then you just put that clamp over it, and those 2 pieces of shock cord should fall right into the preset channels there. So the next step, you're going to take that Torx 10 head and one of those screws, and you're going to start screwing it into one side. Let me do this side first so you can see. So it should get set in that nut fairly easily, but you don't want to torque it all the way down yet. What you want to do is you want to get started on the other side before that first side is torqued down, kind of like when you install a wheel on a car. You don't just want to keep torquing it down. So I'll go to this back one until I feel it starting to get a little snug, and then I'll go back to the one on the front there. Keep going until I feel that getting a little snug. And then I go back and forth. And again, you don't want these very tight. Hand tight is good enough. Maybe hand tight with another little like quarter to half turn. And that should be good right there. So just like on the cable ties, it's going to install in the same way. And this just gives you a little bit more robust of a retention system for your GOM bezel cover. And then even if in the off chance that does fail, you still have retention back here since it's wrapped around on the back side, back by your tail cap. So that completes the installation of the GOM bezel cover using both the cable tie method as well as the GOM primary retention system method. So if you want to bring that camera down here. So as you can see there, there's the 2mm emitter giving the user instant feedback on the status of their weapon light. That completes the installation video for the GOM Designs bezel cover as well as the primary retention system. If you're watching this video, that means you probably bought one of these or together as a system. We'd like to thank you for your support. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment down below. You can find us on Instagram at GOM Designs, or you can go to our website gomdesigns.com and you can find our email there as well.